Hey everybody, Doug here. Welcome back to yet another board game channel and yet another turn of Sentinels of the Multiverse, as we are trying to prevent the destruction of the entire multiverse by OblivAeon, who is really hard. I don't seem to have made any mistakes last turn, at least none that I didn't catch at the time. So, we are just going to get into it. I think, looking at everything that's going to happen at the beginning, I think we're going to get some devastation tokens added, unfortunately. But, we'll see what happens. So, first things first, the inevitable destruction card. If there are 12 or more devastation tokens on the card, there's only 3, so we're good. So we move on to OblivAeon at the start of OblivAeon's turn. Move the countdown 1 space towards 0. Destruction is now slightly more inevitable. So, that means, yep, next, that's it for start effects. We are going to play his next card, Impending Doom. What does that say? Legacy. This is a day of great loss for America. For everywhere. For everyone. Ongoing. Play this card in the other battle zones villain play area. This will go into zone 1. Yes, OblivAeon is in zone 2. At the start of this villain turn, if OblivAeon is here... Holy cow. This is... OblivAeon deals each non-Scion target 9,999 infernal damage. So, yeah, they want to make damn sure he gets something in here. Then move the countdown token 1 space towards 0 and destroy this card. It'd be nice if we could get rid of this. There's... Actually, ironically, the person who is most likely to survive that would be Writhe, who's only got 2 HP, because he could just use his Shadow Cloak. Man, it's at the start of a turn. So he could, yeah, just use his Shadow Cloak to prevent the damage from hitting him altogether. Well, we'll see what we can do about this. Wow, okay, that goes into... Zone 1. We reach the end of OblivAeon's turn. Yeah, this is where we have a problem, as it turns out. Yes, OblivAeon deals each target 3 energy damage. If no damage is dealt to heroes this way, and it won't be, add, again, 3 devastation tokens to the inevitable destruction card. Then, if at least one battle zone does not have a Scion, put the bottom card of the Scion reserve into a battle zone with none. It's okay, we have Scions in both. Because, yes, he's going to do 3 damage to, well, it's the only hero in Zone 2 is Omnitron X. So let's go over to him. Alright, here we go. We'll deal with this, then we'll do the villains and everything else. They'll get hit with this as well, because it is, yeah, each target. So first of all, Arataki, our basically female incarnation of Haka, will take the 3 knocked down by 1, so she takes 2 damage. The damage that would hit Omnitron is automatically redirected. Yeah, because this just always happens. It's not an option to reroute to Arataki. It's just when a hero target in the play area would be dealt damage, period. It redirects. So it's going to redirect the 3 to her. She's going to take another 2 damage. Leaving her with, hold on, let's just get some proper tokens in there, leaving her at 14. However, because a hero did not get hurt, a hero target did, but not an actual hero, we're going to have to add the devastation tokens. But first, let's do the rest of the damage to all the other targets in this zone. Okay, well, as per the way the rules usually work, you get to choose one at a time which ones get hurt. So we are going to do 3 damage to the Aeon Vassal first, taking it out, which is kind of too bad because if OblivAeon destroys this card, which it just did, add 1 devastation token to the inevitable destruction card. Up to 4. Yeah, we're going to get a lot of destruction this time. Then I'll hit the Aeon Thrall. So it's great that it's gone, but again, if OblivAeon destroys this target, each villain target regains 2 HP. That's why I did the other one first. Well, Empyreon is at full, and now, boop, so is Sanction. Before we move on to the Scions, we'll do it to the Death Ray as well over at the Champion Studios, so we'll get rid of that 5 and put back 2, so that knocks it down a wee bit. Empyreon takes 3 damage, and Sanction will actually take 4 because it has the OblivAeon Nemesis icon. And yes, when villains with the same Nemesis icon attack each other, it does count for the extra damage, which you can see in action if you do ever play the digital version of the game, like the Ennead, for example, the evil Egyptian gods. If they end up doing damage to each other, they end up doing 1 extra damage. And I checked. People are of the opinion that that continues to be true here. So Sanction will actually take 1, 2, 3, and an extra 1 for inadvertently being OblivAeon's nemesis. Okay, we've done all the damage. Now the after effects. Yes, the bad news. No heroes took damage from OblivAeon's attack, so we're going to have to put another 3 tokens for the number of players, or the number of heroes. So that puts us at 2, 4, 6, 7. So we're more than halfway to activating the inevitable destruction card and losing an environment, which is too bad. But that's what we're stuck with. So on to the hero turns, starting with Stuntman. Alright, here's Stuntman, Hero 1, who is in the first battle zone. First thing he's going to do, and oh, it's too bad he has to do this before because of something I wanted to grab. But we are going to move him over to Battle Zone 2, partly because OblivAeon is there, and yes, Stuntman is a nemesis for him, so we'll do a little bit of extra damage. Also, because we want to have 2 heroes over in the second zone, because there are 2 Scions, and third, because, well, we don't want him to take the 9,999 damage that's going to be incoming. While, again, Ride will be able to actually avoid it, assuming he doesn't lose all his cards. We'll just make sure he doesn't. Alright, that's that. Next thing we're going to do is, right, onto the special actions we can take. Could use one of Knife's incapacitated abilities. But what we're going to do is take the top mission card, Nature's Compulsion. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure this is the naturalist here. Michael Conte walks the earth. His time learning from the virtuoso of the void led into his direct role in assisting the earth spirit's transition from Akash Bhuta to Akash Thriya. Yes, Akash Bhuta, the very hostile avatar of nature, has become a good guy for OblivAeon, but the naturalist must still walk. Objective: at the end of your turn, you may move your hero to the other battle zone. Each time your hero enters a battle zone, add 1 token to this card. When there are 4 tokens on the card, we will flip it. I think Stuntman is most likely to be moving around because he's going to want to try to follow OblivAeon around. Of course, it's moving at the end of his turn, but we'll see if we can pull it off. Next up, just going to have a look at my cards and decide what to do next. Okay, before we play a card, I forgot one thing when we grabbed that mission, because Sanction makes us discard the top Scion deck, the top card of the Scion deck, because yeah, she flips to her other side when we have to shuffle that deck, so I dread to see what's on the other side, but I guess we'll find out. So, Stuntman is going to play Steal the Scene. Apologies, ma chérie. You are not done with that one? We'll find you another. He's very pleased with himself most of the time. Ongoing limited. At the start of a hero turn other than yours, you may destroy this card. When this card is destroyed, Stuntman deals 1 target 2 projectile damage. Then he can use a power. And as we've seen, using his powers out of order is actually very good. Now, he is going to use his power this turn. Do 1 irreducible damage. What is it? Projectile damage to 1 target. Well, he's going to go after OblivAeon because Nemesis, so he's actually going to do 2. Yes, we're chipping away at him tiny bit by tiny bit. And then he will draw a card. Koot Koot. Increased damage dealt to and by Stuntman. You can destroy this card, and when you do, you can draw a card. Okay. We'll see if he ends up using that. On to hero number 2, Omnitron X. Okay, Omnitron X is going to stay where he is. We still want 2 heroes in the second battle zone. For his special action, he's actually going to take the next card. Decided this card would be better for Stuntman because he's more likely to do larger amounts of damage to OblivAeon. And he can also do it out of turn. So we're going to take this, and then they can trade on their next turns. Summon the Colosseum. The hero's Lifeline, who's the hero version of Deadline, and Writhe both remember their recent time in the Bloodsworn Colosseum all too well. With your help, they could get Kargra's attention and call on her gladiators for aid. Objective: whenever a hero target deals 2 or more damage to multiple targets in a single turn, deals 1 target 4 or more damage at once. I'm hoping he'll be able to do that in the near future. Or destroys a target. Add 1 token to this card. When there are 5 tokens on this card, flip it. Of course, if we do manage to get any on there, the tokens do stay on there when they trade. They just stay in play no matter what happens to them, unless they are put back on the bottom of the mission deck. Okay, so now we are at the start of Omnitron X's turn, which means Stuntman is going to go at it. At the start of a hero turn other than yours, that's happening, you may destroy this card. So he's going to do 2 projectile damage, and then use a power. So that's going to be, and yes, he's going after OblivAeon because we really, really have to. That's going to be, it's going to do 3 at first because Nemesis. So 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Okay, I've gotten appropriate tokens to switch over to OblivAeon. Then he is going to use a power. And yes, using his power out of turn increases it to 3. And because Nemesis, he's actually going to do 4. So yes, we are chipping away at him. He's down to 50, 60, 1, 2, 3. He's down to 164. We'll get there eventually, I hope. Then, onto Omnitron X's turn proper. So we're going to play a card. Actually, yeah, let's go with the Gaussian Coil Blaster. Error. Damage sustained. Damage origin impossible. Equipment component. At the start of your turn, Omnitron X deals up to 3 targets 1 lightning damage each, so we'll be able to pick away at everything a little bit at a time. If he is dealt 5 or more damage in 1 turn, we destroy the card. But fortunately, he's got Arataki to redirect the damage, at least for a little while, until she goes down. Now we are going to use his power, time shift, reveal the top card of a deck, put it into play or into the trash. So he could play, well, he could do it for anybody's deck, even the bad guys, or the environment. What I think we're going to do, we're going to take a chance and see if the top card of Stuntman can do stuff for us. Hidden Mine. I am not so worried about our sneaky foe. He will find the gifts I left behind. Equipment limited. When Stuntman is dealt damage by a non-hero target, destroy this card. When this card is destroyed, Stuntman deals each target 1 projectile damage. So that includes the good guys. Then deals each non-hero target 3 fire damage. Okay, that's a good one. So we will put that into play over in his area. It's too bad we couldn't, too bad he didn't have this now, because he's going to be scattering damage all over the place, probably very shortly. Right, played a card, used a power, draw a card. We got another self-sabotage. No end of turn effects. So that wraps up Omnitron X. Now over to Writhe, who is all by himself in Battle Zone 1. Okay, Writhe is actually not going to move. It's going to stay there, so we won't have an imbalance with Scions. For his special action, he's going to get this reward back. He's going to get himself the Infinity Cannon. We've seen that before. Then into his turn proper. No start of turn effects. So we're going to play a card. We're going to play Unnerving Target. The first time Writhe is dealt damage by a non-hero target each turn, the source of that damage deals itself 2 psychic damage. So things are going to hurt itself if we allow Writhe to be hurt. We're going to try to avoid it a lot of the time. Tell me of your truths. Do you see the things I do? Hear that terrible voice. Alright, we're going to put that there. Then for power, yes, we are going to use the Infinity Cannon. First of all, either draw a card or play an ammo card. Going to draw a card. something called, ooh, what is that word? That's not a word I know. That word. So he's got more cards that he can discard when damage happens. Oh, you know, I just realized we don't actually have to worry about impending doom yet, because it's only if OblivAeon is in that zone. So that's a complete non-issue for the time being. It's okay, I still would have juggled people around the way I did. Right. Yeah, then your hero deals 1 target 5 energy damage, which will be 6, because while he has his Shadow Cloak on, he does damage of +1. So he's going to hit Faultless for 6. Let's do the math here for a moment. Okay, that leaves Faultless at 22. Right, no Nemesis effect on that. And then we are going to draw a card to conclude Wrythe's turn. Oh, we got another power that we'll have a look at and see if I want to play that or not next turn. Okay, heroes are done. Over to, right, everything is now going to happen in the first battle zone, starting with our first environment. Okay, looked up the word. It is, in fact, pronounced Siamiki, and the definition that I think probably applies most is fighting an imaginary or shadow opponent. And it looks like maybe somebody is fighting a version of their earlier self. So, words. Alright, on to the first environment phase. Time Cataclysm, we have nothing in play, so we're just going to play a card. At the end of the environment turn, play the top card of the environment deck. And at the start of the environment turn, destroy 1 environment card. Maria Helena smiled. That'd be La Capitane. All eternity opened before her ship, La Paradoja Magnifica, and she could feel the temporal tides in her very soul. All hands on deck! Alright, well, we reached the end of the environment turn, so we're going to play another environment card. Oh, Charging Triceratops. 8 HP. Anomaly. They're all anomalies. Dinosaur. Reduce damage dealt to this card by 1. It's a Triceratops. They're very heavily armored. At the start of the environment turn, it won't do anything then. This card deals the target other than itself, so we don't count its whatever it's at, with the second lowest HP 3 melee damage. Look out, team! Legacy shouted as a giant prehistoric beast hurtled. Yeah, I think they spelt that wrong. It should be hurtled, not hurtled. Through a space formerly occupied by a bay of future tech. That was a close one. Oh, maybe it is hurtled. So we're going to give that 5, 7, 8 HP, and find out. I'll find the correct token later on to indicate that it takes less damage. Okay, villain turn. At the start of the villain turn, if OblivAeon is here, he is not. So nothing happens with impending doom. At the start of this villain turn, because of Faultless, each hero target deals itself 1 psychic damage. That will make no difference to Ride because he takes 1 less damage because of his Shadow Cloak. Oh, and that's a good thing, because otherwise he would actually have to... This would have taken effect, wouldn't it? And he'd have to do himself 2 psychic damage. But he did not take any damage. Now we play a Scion card. Relentless Hunter. Oh, I think this guy is in zone 2. Yeah, Empyreon is the quote is, "Silence, little man. Your end is upon us, as is the end of us all. Meet it with still lips." Ugh, not creepy. One shot. The Scion with the lowest HP deals the hero target with the highest HP 5 melee damage. If no damage was dealt this way, move that Scion to the other battle zone, and that Scion deals the hero target with the highest HP 5 melee damage. Now, unfortunately, I think that means we are still going to lose Ride, because the first time that Writhe would be dealt damage each turn, he already would have been dealt damage, even though it was reduced. And I'm pretty sure that's how it works in the digital game. It's just the first damage that goes to him counts, even if we mitigated it. So, unfortunately, we can't actually block that. That's too bad. So we're going to lose Writhe, because he's only got 2 HP. So even though he blocks 1, he's going to go down. Alright, we'll gather up his cards. We are going to flip him to his incapacitated side, making those abilities available. Oh, he'll be able to destroy an ongoing card, so if he's in the same zone, he'll be able to get rid of that horrible thing. Alright, and yes, the Infinity Cannon goes under him now. And we have to put a Devastation token on the Destruction card. And once we wrap up this turn, we will have to choose a brand new hero. I need to put that there anyway. So, damage was dealt, so Faultless is not going to move over to the other one and cause trouble there. That's too bad. At the end of this turn, this card deals each hero target in the play area with the most rewards 3 radiant damage and 1 infernal damage. That would have finished him off anyway, even if we had been able to block that first one. Wouldn't have been able to block that. So even if I'm wrong on the timing, it would not have mattered. So that ends villain turn 1, which means, we need to choose a new replacement hero. Okay, here we go. A new hero. Oh, I wanted to hit go, not options. So, we're going to get a version of Tachyon. We're going to get Team Leader Tachyon. I will get her out. Okay, we've set up Team Leader Tachyon. This is Tachyon from the alternate future, where Legacy goes bad and becomes Iron Legacy, and Tachyon becomes leader of the Freedom 6. As you can see, her power, Team Leader, each player draws a card. And she starts with 28 HP. We've given her a deck of cards. They're actually mostly pretty nice looking cards. So hopefully she can get some stuff done. Alright, that concludes the villain turn in Zone 1. Now on to Zone 2. And it's environment turn. Okay, Champion Studios. We don't have any start effects, so we're going to draw our card. The Zorm, which looks surprisingly like a Gorn from Classic Trek. 9 HP, antagonist. The first time a conflict card is discarded each turn, this card deals the hero target with the highest HP 2 projectile damage. At the end of the environment turn, this card deals the hero target with the highest HP 4 melee damage. Careful team, Legacy said as he scanned the landscape. It might seem a mindless monster, but it's actually highly intelligent. We don't want to fall into its traps. Right, I'll just grab some HP for that thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there we are. 9. And now we hit end of turn. Right, the Death Ray. At the end of the environment turn, deals the hero target with the lowest HP 3 melee damage. Who's in the zone? Okay. Stuntman, 21. Omnitron X. Well, wouldn't matter. It's going to get rerouted to Arataki anyway. Oh, when a hero target in this play area. So that... Is that going to include... I'm not sure if that includes Stuntman. I think when it says play area, it means this hero's play area. So, no, I don't think Stuntman gets to redirect it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It would have attacked Arataki anyway, who takes 1 less damage. So she's only going to take 2. Then, at the end of the environment turn, the Zorm is going to deal the hero target with the highest HP 4 melee damage. That Omnitron X is highest at 25. So again, it will automatically redirect to Arataki. What was that? 4. So it's going to do 3 to her. Leaving her at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 HP. Alright, that's it for the environment. Now we just do the villain phase. There are no start effects on either of our scions, and we don't have anything else there. We will draw a scion card, rend minds and souls. Well, we don't want to do that. Right, there's Setback and Expatriate, who I gather are actually probably a couple. Dark Mind, that's one of the scions. The way you care for each other is touching. I'll take that. It's all mine now. Oh, okay, so it feeds on feelings, I guess. The scion with the lowest HP deals the 2 hero targets with the highest HP 2 psychic damage each. Each hero dealt damage this way destroys one of their non-character cards. Oh, heck. Okay, well, the 2 highest... Actually, this might work out okay. Okay, the 2 highest hero targets are going to be, well, our heroes. Stuntman and Omnitron X. Omnitron, again, it gets funneled to Arataki, who will only take 1 instead of 2 psychic damage. Which means that hero has not actually taken damage, so he doesn't have to discard, it doesn't have to destroy any cards. On the other hand, Stuntman will take the 2 damage. 5, 6, 7, 8, leaving him at 19. But when Stuntman is dealt damage by a non-hero target, destroy this card. When this card is destroyed, Stuntman deals each target 1 projectile damage. So that will include himself. Does 1. Omnitron X and Arataki are fine because it gets funneled to her and she takes 1 less damage. Going to do 1 damage to... Well, it's actually going to be 2 damage to Sanction because they are nemesis. 20, 1, 2, 3. Sorry, how many? Yeah, we're doing 1 here. Right, so replace, no, take away the 25, not the 1. Going to do 1 damage to Empyreon. The first time this card is dealt damage each turn, so we're not done yet. It deals each target 1 energy damage. So again, that will include itself and Sanction. And OblivAeon, and Stuntman, and again, no effect on Omnitron X or Arataki because it's too low. Stuntman was still dealing 1 damage to every target. The only one left was OblivAeon. They are nemesis, so that's going to do 2. Then, where did I actually put the card? There it is. So many cards. Then it deals each non-hero 3 fire damage. Oh, and you know what? Through it all, I forgot about the environment targets. So that would be 1 each from Stuntman, then 1 each from Empyreon when he got hit. Okay, wow. Damage bouncing around all over the place. So now, 3 fire damage to everything that is not a hero. That means the death ray is down. Yeah, nothing happens when that goes on. I'm going to do 3 damage to the Zorm, leaving it at 4. 3, actually 4 damage against Sanction. Again, they're nemesis. 5, 6. 3 to Empyreon. Leaving it, leaving him, her, I think it's a him, at 22. And then another 3 plus 1 for Nemesis to OblivAeon. So we'll get rid of that 10. And 4. I'll leave 6. Okay. Woof. Then, because Stuntman got hurt, we're supposed to destroy one of their non-character cards. Pretty sure missions don't count. If they do, I'll check. If they do, I'll get rid of it. I'm pretty sure they don't. Otherwise, he has none because this got destroyed when he got attacked. Anyway. Woof. Now we reach the end of the villain turn. Sanction at the end. Discard the top card of the Scion deck. Whoop. There it goes. They're closer to flipping. Then they regained 3 HP. Just to make things awkward. So we'll change those 2 into a 5. And then it deals the lowest target. It is the hero target, specifically with the lowest HP. That'll be Arataki. 3 energy damage, reduced to 2. Everybody keeping up? I hope I am. Then, Empyreon, at the end of this villain turn, select a player with an active hero. That player may discard a card or destroy one of their non-character cards. If they do neither, it's going to deal 5 damage to someone. So let's see. You know what? Let's say Omnitron, and we'll say he's going to discard the self-sabotage again. Oof. I hope I got that all right. Somebody please tell me if I didn't. Assuming you can follow everything that happened, given that it's all spread out all over the place. Okay, that is the last phase of the turn. So we'll zoom back out and wrap up. Okay, there we go. So we have OblivAeon down to 55, down to 157 HP from his initial 180. So we are slowly chipping away. It'd be nice if we were chipping away a little more quickly. But we will do what we can do. So, yeah, I hope I didn't mess anything up. I will look up whether or not the mission cards count as non-character cards that the hero actually owns. And if they do, yeah, Stuntman will have to lose his current mission. It's not a disaster, just kind of annoying. Hopefully you'll all share with me whether or not that's correct as well. So, thanks very much for watching, everybody. That was exhausting. Thanks very much for subscribing to the channel and liking the videos. I appreciate it. And we will see you next time for yet another turn of Sentinels of the Multiverse using the OblivAeon expansion. So long.